Good evening, everyone. There we go. Looks like we're live. Hello, I'm Professor McCoy. Welcome back. This is Angel. She's very vocal and needy tonight. She's purring a lot, and she's probably gonna yell at me for no good reason. She has nothing to yell about. She's a cat. Anyway, she's right here. And we're about to get back into Kingdom Come Deliverance II. I did a little bit of off-stream stuff, and I made some discoveries as to what I am what I'm not going to be doing off stream. Funny enough. Oh, what is going on? We are live, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 Yeah. No, my control room thing was goofing up. Anyway. Welcome. Hello. All right. Let's get back into it. We were just getting into Kuttenberg and getting introduced to the city. We were going to go to the hole in the wall, the tavern. There is allegedly some manner of bathhouse, so it would seem. There is actually a quest related to that. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to do. There's a ton to do in Kuttenberg. So by the way, things I did off stream. I finally sold off most of all of that gear and equipment that I've been lugging around forever. Upgraded my armor a little bit, as you can see. Got new arm guards, new helmet, new belt, new pouch. Mostly it. Oh, I guess a new collar, but you can't see it under the hood. Yeah, see, there you go. Actually, does this actually help me at all? Oh, it does. It actually gives me a very slight amount of defense. Anyway, so yeah, not too very much really. Not too many changes. I did, as you can see over here, my new belt means that I can also now equip my gun. Put my gun. Anyway, I am gradually going to be getting more fully upgraded kit because there is an incredibly nice armor shop right nearby, right near our little inn in town. But aside from any of that, we have some business to take care of. Here's good old Pebbles. I also discovered, speaking of equipment, that my sword, my longsword, my wonderfully built longsword, first of all, it can be reforged and improved. However, the downside to this is that if you reforge it before the post game, it can only ever get to tier 3. You can't make it as tier 4. You can't upgrade it as fully. You can go upstairs. There's a quest to pick up here, I think. So I'm gonna have to wait to do this until the post game, at which point I will upgrade my nice sword. Oh wait, this is the architect.
What brings you here?
No, it's not, is it? No, it's the architect. I don't want to steal relics and melt them down for superstitious purposes. No, I think that's probably a grave sin. If it's not grave, then it's certainly a sin. All right, so we have Kuttenberg here. We have wonderful, beautiful Kuttenberg. There's a great deal of the city that we have not explored, so I kind of just want to wander around, see what there is to see, you know? Yeah, it's kind of what I want to do. There's this whole area, which I believe is the Abbey. There's an Abbey. But yeah, let's just wander about, shall we? See what there is to see. Anyway. What's this? You go in there. Okay, cool. There's another smithy here. Their sharpening wheel? I probably don't need it. My sword is at 99%. Wait, why am I going this way? Oh, because, well, there's a new quest here. And a point of interest. I was going to go check out that north little corner, though, of the city. So let's go there first. See what this is about. I think there's a church, perhaps? We'll see. See what's over there. Huh. Man, these cool little courtyards.
Stay close to the others. It's not safe here.
Stay close to the others. Sounds a little paranoid, but yeah, okay, understandable. I'm guessing. Yeah, there's the gate to get into the church, or the churchyard. So let's go that way. Wow. Okay, that is cool. All right, I want to check this out because we have hoardings along the walls that are in progress, along the back edge of the walls. Now we also have this. This is a full-on guard tower. Lets us up on the parapets of the walls, which I can't lean out though. There's a secondary wall. What's this? Is there just... I mean, I could steal from that, but I'm not going to do that. The guards, the defenders of the city, presumably need that. Oh, okay, okay. So it's just a guard tower. Wow. And okay, yeah, the guard towers... Oh, I was going to say the guard towers have overlapping fields of fire, but that one does not. That's a gatehouse. And it does not have side-facing windows or arrow loops. Bye, Angel. Where are you? There's your tail. There's your tail. Bye, tail. That does not actually have side-facing windows or arrow loops. That's odd. That means that this little portion down here, if they breach this the moat and then this front wall, first of all, they can get into that gatehouse there, which is fine because that's also an outlet for defenders, and that's presumably quite defensible. But also that they're only subject to attack from this one side, meaning that the base of this tower is a kind of a blind spot, because here we can help defend that side. Like if we took a bow or a crossbow and we're shooting over yonder. So it's almost a spectacularly built defensive wall. I would say this is good. Perfectly realistic, I think. That it doesn't need to be perfect.
Excuse me.
Can I go in there? I guess not. Is there no other way in? I suppose not. This little courtyard of some kind that I can't go into. Oh. Church, churchyard, graveyard, all of the above.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
What?
Mary said, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word."
Why is everyone paranoid here?
The word was made.
Very strange.
Till we meet again.
I still have I still have a pilgrimage quest that I should go on. I should finish up, I suppose I should say. Now here's the other question. Is there a shrine here where I can pray? Just an indulgence chest. There's no shrine here. Can't actually pray here. I mean, I can pray anywhere, obviously, but I can't pray for the perk. Oh well. Oh well, it is what it is. All right, let's just wander around some more. See what's going on around the edge of the city. Rat.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry too. I discovered Kuttenberg. What? Oh, because that's the gate. That's the actual gate. Okay. And that's also Kuttenberg. Wow, there is fast travel within the city. Would you look at that? Wow. Yeah, no, that actually, that makes sense.
The other day,
There ought to be.
and that dog of yours was going mad, barking and growling at me like I was a stranger. He never used to be like that.
Here you go.
I know.
Take it.
Sorry. He's getting old and losing his wits. He's half blind, as good as deaf, and
Have a fish.
when he takes fright, he nearly bites your hand off.
He used to be such a sweet dog.
I'll give him a bit longer before I take him to the knackers. I don't want to wait for him to bite someone.
Are you serious?
Aw.
Poor dog.
Aye.
Dog's getting too old. It happens. It does. Not hungry. Thank you, though. Apparently that is a free meal. Why? What? What is so terrifying? Ah, I've learned town gates. What's going on here? Are they repairing this? What in the world happened here? Oh, I think it just collapsed. But if there's a foreman or something, I want to ask.
The city council is organising another collection for repairs to the fortification.
Are they out?
It looks to me as if there was just a fault at the base of it, and it just kind of collapsed.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself. Awful things happen.
But this might be the foreman, so I'll ask. Nope, it's not. All right, well, I guess I'll never know. Because it doesn't exactly, like, I wouldn't expect it to have been a bombardment or anything. Because it wouldn't just be so very localized, I would think. Hey, what are you going to do? Alright, let's get back into the meat of the town, shall we? Who are you? You have a name. A face that is much like unto many other faces I've seen. Oh, no, that's someone's house. Sorry.
That old priest was completely hammered again.
Careful. What did he say? God is punishing us.
This is a bakery? Yep. Oh, man. Like I was saying last week, it strikes me as perhaps a little bit odd that so few of the buildings have higher floors that extend out. You know? So many of the second floors are...
cause any trouble.
I'm just passing through.
Good doggy.
Keep up the good work.
Good boy.
Um,
I do what I can. We need it now more than ever.
But yeah, it seems odd. That is actually a really, really typical component of common medieval architecture, is the upper floors jutting out further. Well, a few things there. One is that it extends buildings closer to one another because you don't actually need that room
Good day to you.
up there for anything. What you need is room on the ground. And so what you find is a feature of a lot of medieval cities is that they didn't have like these wide open skies like this, because they would have buildings sort of edging in from above on either side.
Be careful. It isn't safe around here.
And of course, the reason for this is structural, primarily. Right? Because one, it gives you a little more floor space, which is nice, on the same footprint. But then also it provides additional floor support for the upper stories, which you don't get when you do it this way. Well, you know, it is what it is, but I would have expected that sort of thing. My other question is, where is the fountain? My thumbnail last week was about the fountain. I don't know actually where it is. Then again, I've only actually wandered around the northern half of this relatively large city. So, it was actually a decent-sized city. Alright. Yeah, let's just go down this street. Excuse me, we haven't really gone down this street, have we? 2 grocers I have discovered. And a cobbler. Do I have anything else to sell? I need to sell this surcoat somewhere. And and my belt and pouch. Yeah, I'll go to the cobbler. I think you can buy my belt and pouch. Anything else? Yeah. I think that's all I'll buy. Anything worth buying? Saddles. No, nothing great. All right, let's 87. That's worth it. That's worth
Let's do something. Well, here. Do you accept? We're getting close. Aye.
There we go.
Thank you, sir. And
handful of extra grosh would never hurt. Another weaponsmith. Oh, it's their house. Cool. What's he got? A terrible skull opener or mere figment of the tortured mind of a clumsy apprentice who abused the blacksmith's craft to create such wickedness and call it a hunting sword. Wow, okay. Wow. Alright then.
What can you do, sir?
Nothing for me there. Thank you, though. Alright, onward we go.
Tell me then.
The sign of the sword is just painted. That's a cool little, like... That's cool signage. I dig that. Another cobbler. Taylor.
My respect.
I'll see if he'll buy the surcoat. Yes, perfect. Nothing else to sell, right? That's it. Anything worth buying? These are some very nice, very fancy Boffin frocks. Repents go on underneath, so that's not going to show up very well. Ooh. It's quilted hose and... Oh, these chasses are actually quite good. That actually adds a lot of defense. Wow. A bunch of comparisons. Dresses. Coifs. Collars now. No, those, I'll tell you though, those Man, no, a lot of these are better than what I have in the in my Gamazon. Oh well, whatever.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
I think it is safe here. You seem to be guarding quite well, sir. Anyway.
Juicy pears.
Onions! Strong onions! White, yellow, and red! Best on the market!
Quality good.
Apples!
It's whole gigantic town market. Love it. Absolutely love it. Just the atmosphere of the like town market here is just spectacular. I love it. Wow. What is that? There's a cathedral. Oh, I'm gonna have to see that. I'm gonna have to see that. I hope we can go inside. I don't think so. But from what I have heard, I think that there is a DLC that is coming that involves, if not churches in general, I think that one in particular. But I'm not sure. Again, I'm not entirely sure. Another weaponsmith. There's so many different stores with many different things. An apothecary. Let's see if they have any new recipes that we don't yet have.
I've been tricked so many times, I prefer to go where I know. It's hard to find an honest trader these days.
I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah, here we go. That is, I already have that. Recipe for embrocation. Nice. I need that. Lethian water. Basically a perk reset. Mintha perfume. No, I don't need it. I need my extra perfume thing. All right. Anything else particularly?
Word about the
This is actually kind of a lot, but that's
Do you
fine.
accept? That's more like it. Sehr gut. I can agree.
Okay,
Danke
good.
und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
He seems to be speaking German at me. All right. Well, there's a quest tipster around here somewhere.
Good
apothecary.
afternoon, sir.
What about poisons? Are you selling those?
Poisons? Who do you take me for? I don't even mix poisons, let alone sell them.
Why not?
What are poisons for? Only killing people. There was such a miscreant here. He reveled in all sorts of poisons and such devilish things. When poisoning began to be a problem in the city, the bailiff had him expelled. It said he leads dangerous heathens at a ruin somewhere. Rabstein or someplace like that. At least from what I've heard.
Rabstein.
Wiedersehen.
Rabstein Mill Ruin. Eh? Well, I do have a great deal of unexplored territory. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that is a quest that I started to find. That is a guy basically wants me to borrow a saintly relic from a grave at the local monastery because he's not allowed in to see it. I wonder why he's not. Who would have thought? Anyway. What is that? Little quest marker thing.
Good. What is it you need?
Oh. I'm not supposed to go up there. Okay, I didn't know. Sorry, bud. Really, winding around some back alleys here, huh?
I'll sort
Who's fighting? Black Horse Tavern.
Bloody fraud. I mean, who the hell?
Be careful. It's not safe here.
Oh, I'm assuming
What'd
it's
you like, sir?
he's a tipster.
What's new in town?
My Mara Vlach would certainly appreciate a helping hand. He's a mine gaffer, and I reckon he might have an interesting offer for you. You can find him every evening drinking in the tavern here. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thanks, innkeeper.
Neato. William. Wait, Bard William. Was that the guy who we helped? No, it's not, is it? No. No, it's not. I thought that might have been the guy we got the loot for.
You should be walking around by yourself.
Lucas the Half Friar. What? What does that even mean? Alright, there's a bathhouse around here, apparently. There's something with a crane. This, I think, is the rat house. Again, I think. Could be wrong. Who knows?
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
That is rather impressive. Wow, that is actually genuinely impressive, having a constant flowing fountain like this in the middle of the city without electricity. Keep in mind, without electricity. I mean, you can easily do this with electricity. You just have a pump going. But doing this means that you have someone or something that is pumping water up to here. Now, it could be a clever siphon effect, but I kind of have doubts about that. I don't know. I actually am not sure how you would practically do that with 15th century technology. What's with the red flag? Ah, yes, I've discovered Gutenberg. Oh, see, this is the way you're supposed to come into the city, I guess. That actually does make the most sense, coming in from the main western gate. Well. Where does the water come from? Casper Rudolph.
Delicious.
What are you doing here, Goodman?
What does it look like? I'm handing out wine from my vineyard.
You're giving it away for free?
My vineyard is new, and the folks in this town are damn stubborn. So I figured I'd pour a cask or two into them, and maybe they'd get a taste for it. What about your good self? Would you like to try it?
Free wine? I'd be a fool to say no to that.
My thoughts exactly,
What's this,
Goodman.
Costco?
Here you are. To your health. I'm curious what you'll think of it.
You're here.
Well, it's not the best wine I've ever had, but it'd do at a pinch.
Forgive me, Goodman, but say no more. In vino veritas, and the truth in my wine is that I'm a fool, an idiot whose wife is cuckolding him, whose children can't stand him, and even the dog pisses in his boots every morning.
Jeez,
and my
poor
wine
guy.
tastes like dog piss as well. I never should have bought that damned vineyard. If it wasn't for those fucking monks selling their wine everywhere they can, I might have a chance. Not like this.
I'm not going to sabotage the monks, but is there anything,
Is there anything I could do to help you?
With the dog pissing in my boots? Well, I'm not sure. I tried sticking his snout in it, putting pepper in my boots, and nothing worked. Piss in my boots again the next morning.
I meant your business troubles.
Oh, I see. Maybe you could. If you're not from around here, that is.
No, I'm not.
Allow me to introduce myself. Caspar Rudolph, vineyard owner and a not very successful wine seller.
I'm Henry.
Maybe you could help me, Henry. I'm looking for someone who's not well known in Kuttenberg. Someone who can pretend to be someone else, if you know what I mean.
Sure, why not? If all you need is someone folk won't recognize.
The monks in Setlet's monastery make excellent wine. They call it the monastery secret. People can't get enough of it, and I can't figure out what their secret is. But I intend to find out.
Oh, it's just corporate espionage.
Right. I understand what you want from me. But if it's a secret, it won't be easy.
No, it won't. But don't worry. I have a plan. The custodian of the monastery vineyard has a relative in town, an innkeeper called Havel. And this Havel is a real know-it-all when it comes to wine. He really likes to boast about it.
Okay.
If you were to pose as a sommelier who's just come back from abroad, I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to you, and maybe he'll reveal something.
Okay.
That won't be a problem. I've drunk so much wine I know all about it.
Excellent. But I also have this clever book all about wine by Buschek of Velhatitze. I'm sure you'll learn a thing or two from it.
Okay.
The book might come in handy. Can I borrow it?
When I said I have it, that wasn't, entirely accurate.
What's the truth, then?
The book belongs to me, but I lent it to someone, and she hasn't given it back yet. Miss Adleta Manlica should have it. I lent it to her during our, let's call it our friendship, which has come to an end.
Didn't you say you're married?
What has that to do with anything?
Oh, I'm sure your wife wouldn't mind if you asked an old girlfriend to return a book you lent her.
Oh dear. Adleta used to have rather more friends than might be expected of a respectable young woman. But her family's patience ran out, so they arranged her marriage and put an end to her dalliances. Since then, Adleta has been confined to her room and guarded like the crown jewels.
Jeez.
And you want me to break in?
Well, yes. Master swordsmith Manlicher has a house in Lethlilskar Street. Adleta is either locked in her room or walks in the gardens behind the Italian court, where she is guarded by her brother. The Manlichers don't want any more problems.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll
figure
find
it
a
out.
way to get the book back.
Great! Any more questions?
Do you have any idea what this secret might be?
They're monks, so it could be anything. Maybe they put the crushed up bones of saints in it, or they sing hymns to the wine. How should I know?
Do you really think Havel would just tell me the secret? You don't even know if he actually knows it. Or it might just be a rumor.
Havel really is a bit thick. Either the monks have a secret and Havel will tell you, or there's no secret and Havel will confirm it.
I'll get right on it then.
Excellent.
Okay.
And don't forget, making an impression is the main thing. You look like you can handle it. Good luck. Farewell.
Well, okay then. Now we have a couple of wacky little side quests here. Alright, what else we got? Here's the one we're not doing. I'm okay with corporate espionage. I'm far less okay with defiling relics for superstitious purposes. Another armorer.
My respects.
Ow. Well, that was a bad idea. I should not have done that. There's a tailor shop down here. Let's wash up and heal that little leg boo-boo. Oh. Oh, they're dyeing stuff back here. I'm really glad that I used the water to wash myself, not that. I feel like that was a close call. Anyway. That is disgusting. Okay, I guess it's a shit pile. Just sort of right there. At least there's a little fence to keep it from spreading too much. So the fact that yes, it does sort of flow into the gutters, basically.
And why would we? Of course, our most illustrious bailiff knows that people have enough work of their own, so he isn't going to force anyone to work on the ramparts. He also knows that times are hard, so if anyone wants to take the odd stone to repair his own house, he may do so.
Anyway, yep, that's a garderobe. That's a pooper. I mean, look, it's a creative solution to not having plumbing. Just, you know, effectively make a downward-facing window you can poop out of. Yeah. Yeah, another one. Yeah. Yeah, rather quite common. All right, let's go down here to check out the direction of the cathedral. There's a great deal of the city that we still have not quite explored. It's a big city. I mean, it's not actually big by anything like modern standards. It is rather large by medieval standards. It's a decent-sized city, but it's not huge. Angel, what are you doing? Gotcha. I caught her again. She's mine now. Don't you do that. You're scratching stuff. Stop scratching stuff. I don't appreciate that. I don't approve of you scratching things. You put your hand in my pocket, Angel. Why'd you do that? You pickpocketing me? I'm just jostling you around a little bit. Jostling you around a bit. Here, just stay. Just stay. Just stay. Just stay. You know, just stay, Angel. Anyway, there's a quest at the city gate, so let's go and see. Sorry, there's a quest near the city gate. Oh, it's the bathhouse. Of course, the bathhouse. Ah, the tourney arena.
Walking around by yourself. Awful things happen here.
The tournament arena. All right, well, while we're here, let's see what's up with the bathhouse, shall we?
Careful!
Yep. City bathhouse. Where's the lady in charge? Here we go. There's the madam.
What'll it be?
Ita. No, actually,
Show me your wares.
I was here to help, I thought. Ooh. Anything I can sell? No.
Nothing to your liking, sir?
Lousy Mary. That inspires confidence. Hanka from Prague. The kitchen. Wow. Steamy, first of all. But, wow, there's a lot going on. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. That's nice. Who's this guy? Some guy. The laundry. Hay. Right, well, it's nice.
My, what muscles you have.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, let's see what's going on upstairs. There's lousy Mary again.
Pardon me.
Sorry.
So many.
More baths. Ah, the owner.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
We are in Kuttenberg. What are you talking about? Fancy. Very fancy. I was told there was some kind of a quest here. Am I nuts? I mean, there's... another kitchen. In the world. Oh, the quest is, I guess, not in the bathhouse. See, I remember there being some talk about someone needing help with or at the bathhouse. Maybe I'm misremembering. That's possible, I suppose. No. It's... Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Sorry, I'm not wanted here.
Been here.
Oh, it's the... What? Oh, it's the tavern.
And all the hell could have known that the saints would fuck us over like that.
At any rate...
Oh, the foreman. Oh, that's it. Okay.
The innkeeper has said you might need a hand with some
There we go.
undertaking.
What? Well, for a moment I had you pegged for a new yakker for the mound.
Who? For what?
Hold your water, bonny lad. We're in need of a cout here, all right? There'll be a howfin fire in it for you.
You need a cow? I'm not sure I can help you with that.
A cout, lad. A strong bloke. I can see you're not for here. We have a bit of fash we need a hand with.
I see. I mean, I actually don't. I'm not a miner.
And that's just why I need a bloke like you. Look, I'm Vlach, gaffer of the St. Anthony Pit. They call us the Striped Tonys.
Yakkers? Striped Tonys?
Aye? There's a heap of shafts here in the mound, and each has its own gang of yakkers, miners, who I'll think they're the canniest. Only now,
Why is he so
our
Scottish?
festival is coming up, and there's always some backcast around it.
Same to you.
What?
Backcast, you say? Tell me more.
Aye, trouble, fash. King Wenzel himself gave our mound the privilege to hold a grand pitman's shoot fest.
Shoot fest? Like a
Shoot
competition?
fest?
And every shaft has its own champion. Winning is a great honour, and we've won the last few years every time. But this year it's fucked. Our Anthony got lost, and we can't compete without him. And the
do you mean
Saints
lost?
are behind it. They want to bring us to our knees.
Who?
And who are these thieving saints?
Yaggers from the All Saints shaft. They've had a howfin scene before, but now they're up to their oxters in water. And they blame us for it. Only that's bollocks. They only have themselves to blame for it. Their gaffer, Jorg Preng, he pushed it too fast. So now he's all worked up that they're digging like mad. And they're now to show for it.
This Anthony is another miner.
He's no bloody miner. St. Anthony, the patron of our shaft. We have him on our stang.
On your what?
On what standard? Like on a pole.
Okay.
So, what's all this to do with me?
We need a fella that the saints don't ken. Someone who can get in their alehouse and nick our stang back. I'm certain they're hiding it there. There'll be a heap of chink in it for you, kidder, if you can do this for us.
Okay.
Where can I find that alehouse?
No bother. It's in the Italian Quarter near the upper church. You can't miss it, kidder.
All right. The church can't be hard to spot.
The saints meet and play dice beneath the alehouse. There's only one way in from below, through an old abandoned mine shaft.
What?
Where can I find the entrance to this shaft?
On the slope, right below the paths of the Hradec Fortress Gate.
What does your standard actually
Wittenberg
look like?
Underground. Wow,
It's a
okay.
red and white stang, like a pole, with a carving of St. Anthony on it, and Al gilded at the top.
All right. I'll take care of your fash for you. But it'll cost you some chink.
I'm glad to hear it, kidder. I could see you're a canny lad. You'll definitely get a nice foy for it, but be careful. That foreman Pringer there's is a right awful bastard.
Thanks. I'll be careful.
Okay.
And have a pleasant evening.
That is not what I expected. I was assuming that he was going to ask us to compete on their team in whatever this was. Whatever kind of... What, shooting contest? I don't know.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Should I not? Oh. Didn't realize. What is this? Alright. Well, let's go over and check out the cathedral, or the area around it.
It's not safe here.
What is everyone paranoid about? I'm just guessing this is a weird glitch.
Oh,
Greetings.
Oh.
And to you.
Let's just go to the main thoroughfare, huh? Main street. A main street. Not so much Main Street. Alright. Ooh, it is getting late in the day. We're gonna have to get back to one of our
King
inns.
Sigismund won't permit us to repair the walls, you claim. But here you
no law against it. I can look if I want, eh? No, you can't, you bastard.
Come on, darling, forget it, or there'll just be trouble.
Another sort of alehouse. All Saints Tavern. Ah.
Why do you give a fuck? It's none of your bloody be enough trouble. Oh, don't get me started.
Well, I'm in All Saints Tavern. This is not the way in that we were supposed to go to. Supposed to go via the underground.
I apologize.
Nope, it's fine. That was probably my fault.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
What are you talking about? It's not safe. Run me off, man. Wow. Wow, that is quite the cathedral. What's with this? The little side door to what, a bell tower? Very steep little steps too. Wow. I don't want to stand under a garderobe if that's what that is, but no, it's not. It's just shit pile. Wow. That is a spectacular cathedral, and oh my gosh, you can even see through it. Wow. God, yeah, I really want to go inside. Wonder if I can. No, it won't. Okay.
Beautiful. What is it? Did you drop something?
Yeah, sorry. It will not let me in. Man. Incredible. Also, wow, these are also some architecturally impressive buildings back here. I don't know, man. I'm greatly enjoying Wittenberg. I just sort of tour through the place. All right, what are we supposed to be doing at this point? Hangman's Halter Tavern. Yeah, there is a tavern that I believe I have a room in. I could sleep in. Probably ought to.
The one with the huge titty.
Well.
Oh God! What's taking so long?
Hey! Where's that beer?
Guards Commander.
That's not what I meant. All right. I'll have another.
No. Okay. This is not. Thought we should be going. Oh, wait. Whoa, what? Okay, hold on. This just leads into a series of tunnels? Excuse me? Tunnels with little archway and everything? What? Okay. This is bizarre. What? Where am I? There's a trader of some kind. Did he really just not see me? I'm gonna go ahead. Go. Excuse me, Mutt. I need to let the cat out. And Mutt needs to move. Thank you. Sorry, Mutt. You'll find your way. It'll be fine. What in the world? Our armorer. I'm sure you heard the howling. Huh. Okay, this is weird. Alright, I'm out of here. I do not need to be creeping around and stealing stuff. I will say, broadly speaking, that I don't have too much need for theft. Here. This is not at all what I intended to be doing. I was trying to find a room to sleep in. Which meant I was trying to find the innkeeper. Oh, hey, Catherine's here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's just go upstairs. I believe my room... I think I already have a room here, I think.
But the old man always needs a bloke who can't get it up when it's going to be sunny, and will be the three-one stallion.
Three cripples, more like.
This is it, right? This is my room, I think. I believe I have a chest here, too. Angel, I am about to get rid of you. Yeah, this is my chest. Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, everyone stand by. I'm gonna get rid of the cat real quick. Be right back. Okay. The cat is gotten ridden of. I rid us of the cat. She is no longer a menace.
Keep close to the others.
What are you talking about? Dude, okay, the paranoia is just bizarre. Oh, sorry. Where's that pot of food? Where's the soup pot? I need the soup pot. There it is. She's big mad wagging her tail like a dog outside the door. I bet. Because she's not coming back in. Because there's catnip in a bag over there. And she knows it. That's probably why she's mad.
Be careful.
Yeah.
God is punishing us for our sins.
This is a very strange experience, you know. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh wow, it is very early morning, isn't it? Okay. Now, we're back in Kuttenberg. What's this? Goatskin. There's more quests down in the sort of slum quarter. Into the underworld, the Devil's Pack. Let's untrack. 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 Track that one. Let's actually wait to do the goatskin thing, shall we? Actually, no, let's do it. Let's do that. Vino Veritas. Lost Honor, Thunderstone, Yackers, and Flash. Ah, here we go. Now, feel the Kuttenberg Brotherhood's sword. Kuttenberg Brotherhood, huh? Make an impression on Havel, the tavern keeper. Oh, that tavern. It's the tavern where I also sleep. Nice. I have a nice little bed. All Saints Tavern. Get into the Saints' Den. Here's the entrance to the Kuttenberg Underground that will take me to the Saints' Tavern. Okay, cool. But let's go to this quarter here. I guess the slums, I guess you'd call them. The shantytown, basically, as I understand it. Okay. Is this not a gate? Is this gate not open? Can I not go out here? Or is it too early? Are the city gates closed at night? Interesting, if so. Oh, a little time. Slightly annoying, but cool. Or it's just this gate is not accessible. That is also a possibility. It's kept closed. One way or the other. Anyway, so yeah, I will add as well. So on completely unrelated topic. my recent video is actually doing shockingly well. My video on political assassination and just war is doing shockingly well. I expected the thing to tank because YouTube would be suppressing something that has assassination in the title. But it's actually doing relatively well. And I do think it's absolutely a fascinating topic that's been on my mind for quite some time, just on and off. And I have, of course, talked about it in class. I talked about this topic in class when I've talked about just war theory, and also when I've talked about legal fiat and legal positivism and that sort of thing. Because the international legal.
Hasn't been safe around here as of late.
Relax. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, true. The international legal prohibition against political assassination is really of a more pragmatic concern. It's more pragmatic than it is, ethical. Right. There we go. Pebbles is still bloody. I need to run her through water somehow. Anyway. There's a quest down here, whatever that is. Yeah, let's go check it out. Let's go pick up side quests before we do any main quests. Oh. Little shrine of, I believe, Blessed Mother. Christ. Yeah, so this is just basically a little suburb. It's basically it's a little outer town. So far, far less dense. What's in here? Oh. This is the bathhouse.
I'm here to...
Well, it's about time. Put it somewhere inside.
There must be some mistake. I'm not delivering anything.
What do you want, then?
The innkeeper sent me. He said you're looking to hire someone.
He's not wrong. I was afraid nobody would turn up. Who might you be?
Henry of Scallis.
I'm Betty. I run the place.
Such as it is.
I'm guessing business isn't great.
Everyone has to start somewhere. Once I've got the place in good nick and up and running, it'll be the best establishment in the city. I need you to bring some things from Grund. And while you're there, find my wagoner Matsek and bring him back as well. He went there before you and he hasn't come back yet.
Okay.
What do you want me to bring back?
Sure.
You know, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You're not telling me much.
Curiosity killed
really
the cat.
not helpful.
And what if I told you to forget it?
You wanted a job, didn't you? I promise you won't regret it and you'll enjoy the journey.
How am I supposed to get it if you don't tell me what it is?
Well, I need to know, otherwise I'm not going anywhere.
You're a bit strict, eh? But what choice do I have? There's some girls who are going to work for me waiting in Grund. And your job is to go and collect them and bring them here. Satisfied?
Absolutely.
Okay then, there we go.
Who's Matsek?
The wagoner I hired for the job before you. He still hasn't come back. I reckon he's gone to ground in Grun, so to speak.
Would he do that?
Why do you think he's gone to ground?
Matsek's a bit odd. Superstitious. He once didn't set foot outdoors for 2 days because there was a black cat outside on the porch. When you meet him, you can ask him about it
Well,
yourself.
okay then.
Are you sure he'll be in Grund?
He's bound to be sitting in a tavern, boozing and keeping his head down. He used to steal for a living. So now he sees a catchpole round every corner, and he's afraid of his own shadow.
All right.
It's a deal. I'll go to Grund for the wagon and its driver.
In the meantime, I'll try and get this place cleaned up a bit.
All right.
Take care now.
Yet another side quest. Pick up the package. The package is women. Yeah. Nice little balcony. Nice little washing pool. Yeah, there's some potential to this place. There is some potential here. What's this here? Is this a mill? Looks like a mill, I guess. There's an alchemy bench somewhere. In here, I guess. Huh. Gorgeous gatehouse. Archery range? Smithy? Huh.
I cannot swim.
I know. I mean, you kind of can. At gravest necessity. Excuse me. Alright. Gunmaker Prokop. Wait. What? A gunmaker. Oh. Ah, I see. I see. Can I go in? Are you open yet? You're not open. I would like a recipe for gunpowder and bullets and stuff. Is that on the table? That's an option. Perhaps I'll come back later. Yeah, anyway, I'll come back later.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe.
The fuck are you talking about?
You silly doggy.
What you got? Nothing of use. No. Now that is a gorgeous gatehouse. Gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. Oops. Am I gonna die? No, okay, I'm good. I was not looking where I was going. I fell in a ditch. You know, that's I am a philosopher. That is what we do. I forget which philosopher it was, a pre-Socratic, but who was a rough contemporary of Socrates, who was said to have Master Wenceslas? Who's said to have basically been wandering around and fallen in a ditch because he was thinking. And I'll tell you what, I understand that. Master Wenceslas. There's another quest down here somewhere. Oh, no. Oh, okay, I'm almost to the hole in the wall. Okay, I'm almost to the hole in the wall. Let's go check that out. This is the one, by the way, with the logo from the thumbnail, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, yes it is. Look at that. Look at that. God, that art is wonderful. What's up, Knuckles?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
I won't tell you anything, stranger. If there's something you want to know, Chenyek will tell you. Or not.
Okay.
And where can I find this Chenyek?
How do I know? He'll be round here somewhere. Or not. See if he's with Hugo.
And who's he?
You'll recognize him.
Yeah, thanks. That's helpful.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can find that Chenyek.
Okay.
Christ, what's the hold up?
There's a skeleton!
The service might be a bit slow here.
What now?
I reckon he's been sitting here a while.
I love the music.
Good day. What would you like?
It reminds me a tiny bit of
Are you going to do laundry today?
Aye, aye.
one of the
How can I
songs
help
from
you,
RuneScape.
stranger?
What's new in the city?
Nothing much. If you're looking to make some coin, I don't know about anything new.
Okay.
What's new in the city?
Oh, I just...
Nothing much.
Nah.
I need a place to sleep and something to eat.
It would be an honor, good sir. And for how long?
I need to stay longer.
I'll give you my best room, sir. Will you pay up front?
Let's talk about the... Do you accept?
You really... Agreed then. Your bed's ready, and there's some food.
Good.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
You'd be surprised the people I know.
So you know where I can find him?
Look here, youngster. Whether I know him or not, the main thing is I don't know you. Got it?
I did, of course, just buy a room from you. Oh, excuse me. So I would think that would help our reputation.
I might be a stranger,
our relationship.
yeah. But everyone had to come here for the first time once, didn't they?
Well, that's true enough. This alehouse hasn't stood here since the creation of the world. Although some of the guests look like they have. If you need something, ask Chenyek. I just pour ale. And he might even tell you something about that bastard. I never liked him much anyway.
You're talking as if he's not here anymore.
Kurva. Just go and see Chenyek. I don't know nothing.
Okay.
Where can I find my room?
The guest rooms are upstairs. Yours has a green wreath above the door.
I do
Praise
like
the
to get in
Lord.
the habit of getting as many rooms as I possibly can, just to give myself some options, you know?
Why the hell do they pour the beer on the table?
I hope I survived this food. I did. It was actually decent, apparently. Rat. Rat.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Why is your name
Have a look
Rat?
at your wares.
Interesting. Okay. Ooh, hello. Anything I can sell in order to make up for that. Wow, you will buy a lot. Should have put those arm guards away. You will buy almost anything, won't you? Wow. No, you will buy anything.
A word about the prop.
Alright, let's see if we can bring this down a bit.
Do we have a deal?
More.
Okay.
Aye.
Fine. Alright, cool. Let's What's this? Okay, military writ. That's for that other quest. Location, water. Let's go. We're gonna sit there somewhere and
It's not like they'll eat anything of yours.
we'll read that at some point. Rendered Zavish, beggar, hog.
And they ate them all up.
Mole again. There's rat. They have a serving girl named Rat. Yeah, that's something, alright. This is definitely that kind of place, I guess. Goliath?
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Nah.
I heard he comes here. Often.
Aye? So does lots of fellas.
So does he come here or
You
not?
seem slow.
Keep your nose out. It mightn't end well for you. If you want to snoop around here, go and see Chenyek. I won't tell you nothing, but
Where
he
is
might.
he? Where can I find this Chenyek?
In the alehouse. He has a place of honor.
What does that mean?
I reckon you'll figure it out.
I'll be off then.
He's the fucking skeleton, isn't he? This whole thing is just... This whole thing is a goof. This whole thing's a fucking goof. Chenyek is the skeleton, isn't he? Horseshoe? It's a little bed with a little cross over it. Okay. Where's mine? My room. It's not this. There's a hayloft. I didn't see a wreath over any doors. Oh, it's this one. Okay. All right. Wow, that's not very great. But you know what? It's a place to sleep if need be. Let's put away that those Brunswick's arm guards. There we go. Okay. Nope. Playing dice.
That beer! You shouldn't be walking around by yourself.
Sternad.
Awful things happen here.
A regular for life. And beyond.
Aye. Oh, there's Chenyek. Okay.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
Okay, here we go.
Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
Hold on one moment. Oh.
I simply have to find him. And I couldn't care less whether I do it the easy way or the hard way. So don't fuck with me, or I'll have you. Along with the whole of this lousy pigsty.
This is a good
You
way to
know
fit in,
what?
you think?
If you think you're tough, go and see Goliath in the barn in the yard. He's always on the lookout for bruisers
Really?
like you.
How did I
And
fail
if you
this?
get through that alive, come back here and we'll talk.
Who are you? And your people?
Well, I'm Chenyek.
All right. But why all that horse shit about whether I'd fit in with you or not?
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of people what have their own rules. Although folk
you're a
usually
bunch of
think
bandits,
we
basically.
don't play by no rules.
I reckon I see now.
Grand.
You don't know me, and you don't want to tell me anything. I get that. But there must be some way I can get you to trust me. I'm sure there are things I can help you with.
Course there is. But we're mainly looking for fellas what can handle themselves. Ever since this town got a new lord, we've had to use a bit of violence now and again, innit?
I don't have any problem with violence.
Most times a fella tells me that, it ends badly for him. Anyways,
fine, whatever.
if you want to join us and get some jobs, go across the yard to the barn. You'll find Goliath there, and he'll let you know if you're up to it or not. And if you get through that alive, come back here and we'll talk.
Why bother with fighting? I reckon it's a waste of time. It's plain as day I'm in better shape than most of the decrepit louts here.
You don't lack balls, I see. That's a good thing, actually, seeing as we're looking for someone like you. Let's leave Goliath out of it.
Oh, good. We did it.
It'll only lead
Excellent.
to bad blood. Wouldn't be the first time. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here?
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Does that mean beat him? Or does that mean took him?
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them. And that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
Oh, okay.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. You don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
Okay.
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's Patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern.
Okay.
Wayman the taverner used to be a miner. And then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Okay, well, that's it then.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
I'll stop by later and we'll see what comes of it.
Grand.
Well, all right then.
I apologise.
Okay, sorry.
Careful. A beer and a rag, please.
All right. Anyway, onward we go. Let's wait for that. Can I suppose look on wine? How do I get in there? Now there's a good question. I do basically just need to break in there. I'll see if I can do it. I'll see if it's simple enough. Otherwise, I may need to, wait until nighttime and sneak around and yada yada yada. You know how it goes. It's inside the city wall, right? Yeah, inside the wall proper.
For the love of Christ.
Excuse me.
You have...
Ah.
Grüß Gott. Was brauchst du, mein Herr?
I'd like to go into the gardens. Why are you on guard here?
I'm afraid my sister is resting in the gardens and doesn't wish to be disturbed.
That's a very fine sword you have, Goodman.
And so it should be. It was made by my father, a master swordsmith.
Well, you can tell it's perfectly balanced at first glance. I may not be able to see the blade, but the way the hilt is fitted is clearly the work of a master craftsman.
It seems you know your stuff, good man.
I'm an apprentice swordsmith.
For someone from Kuttenberg? I'm surprised I haven't seen you before.
No, my master is Martin Menschy from Prague. We're just traveling north.
Menschy?
My master wants to deliver a piece in person.
You don't say. Master Menschy is in Kuttenberg? Do you think I could talk to him?
That was a clever little thing.
I admire his work, and so does my father.
Of course. Come to the Hangman's Halter Tavern. My master will be pleased to have company.
Thanks. If you want to enter the gardens, go ahead. Just keep away from my sister. My father has forbidden her to speak to men.
Don't worry. I'll give you my word as a swordsmith.
Wiedersehen.
No, time to go break my word as a swordsmith. It is a decent sword, though. Anyway. Not excellent, just decent. Anyway, well, since I can't talk to his sister, I guess I just have to kind of wander the gardens a bit. Nice gardens, though. Anyway, I'm gonna go break my word now.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your name, you handsome fellow?
Henry.
A nice name.
No wonder she's
But I have
forbidden
to
talk
warn you, I
men.
won't be amiss for much longer. Seeing you here makes me regret that a little, though.
The pleasure's all mine.
Will you stop that? Oh
I'm here on behalf of Caspar Rudolph. It's about the book he lent you.
Caspar? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father. How is he?
His vineyards aren't bringing in much, and he's generally not doing too well. That's why I'm here, in fact. Bushek's book may not be the most precious manuscript in the world, but it'll help Caspar.
When we were friends, he gifted me that book. There was no mention of it being on loan, and now he wants it back all of a sudden?
Let's try and convince her.
Caspar really needs that book. I mean, I need it.
And I need an explanation. Gifts aren't meant to be taken back.
Caspar wants to find out what the monks put in their monastery wine. Havel the innkeeper might know, but he won't tell just anyone.
Havel from the Emperor Charles Tavern? What does the book have to do with it?
That's the one. I need to pose as a wine connoisseur to pry some information out of Havel. But I don't know much about wine, so I need to read the book. It sounds crazy, I know.
It sounds like the plot of a play.
Yeah.
Typical Caspar. And now I'm to be a co-conspirator. I'm glad I can at least be
Exactly. See,
part
there
of
we
this
go.
little
See, she's
adventure.
insane.
I don't get to have
and-
much fun otherwise. Here's Caspar's book. Tell him not to give up. I'm sure his plan will work out.
Thank you, miss. I'll tell him what you said.
Farewell, Henry. Never forget me.
Okay. That's weird. I want to go take a look around the rest of this garden, now that we have a chance to come in here. I mean, we didn't before. There's kitchens. You can tell from the smoke. Smoke rising from windows. Cesspit. It's one of the guard towers. Wait, I could have just snuck in this way, couldn't I have? I could have gone around what's-his-face. Wow. I knew I should have just tried this. Whatever. I got to get him in trouble, I guess. Alright. Okay, cool. So we have a nice book. Let's go find a nice place to sit. We'll read it. As well as that stealth skill book as well. Yeah, this is nice. This is a nice little bench. Let's just sit here. On the importance of wine and Galen's theory of humors. This is not what I thought.
Silly doggy.
Many of us are certainly familiar with Galen's theory of the four humors, or four bodily fluids. According to this ancient theory, the balance of the four bodily fluids, blood, mucus, bile, and black bile, yellow bile and black bile, affect our body and health. Even a small imbalance can affect our physical and mental health. Classical medical science addresses the imbalance of these fluids and ways to bring the humors back into equilibrium. But beyond that, doctors are also looking at the effect of personal diet on these fluids. It can certainly be understood that apart from solid food, the fluids we take in affect the balance in the first place. Water, this is well known, is the only neutral fluid. Not natural, neutral. But we will deal with wine. Red and full-bodied wines are associated with blood, Greek haima. Thus, red wines are warm and full of life. On the other hand, white wine is associated with most ancient physicians with mucus, phlegma. I don't know Greek pronunciation, sorry. Forgive me. And by some with black bile, which are cold and dead fluids. Balance needs to be maintained, especially in relation to age. In fact, our bodies are very rarely in balance. Young people have an excess of blood in them and should therefore drink white wine. This will enable them to calm down and not succumb to youthful passion. Old people, on the other hand, have more mucus and are cold, so they should drink red wine, which will give them vigor. In addition to age, the composition of the diet, and especially the pairing of wine with particular dishes, should be taken into account. Here again, there should be a balance between the liquid, wine, and the solid, food components. Determining which liquid predominates in the dishes is a rather more complicated problem. It is generally thought that anything that has been circulated by real blood can be associated with the blood of Galen, even if the food contains no blood. It is therefore good to drink white wine with all meat, game, sausages, or offal. Although many gourmets are convinced otherwise, the exceptions are aquatic animals, such as freshwater and marine fish, crabs, crayfish, mussels, and other aquatic creatures. These are cold by definition. The situation is quite the opposite for plant foods, such as vegetables, fruit, baked goods, various porridges, and pulses. These are cold foods, and even then only if we associate their growth with heat. Melons, for example. We therefore drink red wine with these foods. That's actually interesting. Okay, there's a couple of things that I find fascinating about this. First of all, that wine pairing is thought of in terms of health, the balance of health, rather than in terms of like flavor profiles or what we would, what modern sommeliers would think of and recommend. And also, it gives us kind of opposite results. We think of, we today, if we are going to drink wine with meat, it'd usually be red. But if we're going to drink wine with fish, it would usually be white. But this says the opposite, and its rationale does make sense. You want a balance, and that means contrast rather than complementarity. Which again, I think that's actually kind of right. I should try this. I should try next time I have a nice seafood dish. I should try pairing it with red wine and see if it feels better. And then likewise with white wine and a nice meat dish. Give that a shot. Then again, I don't tend to pair meat with wine anyway. I don't. At least I don't tend to. If I'm gonna drink alcohol with a meat dish, it will usually be some kind of a beer. Or a whiskey, I guess. But that's outside this little sphere of concern, I suppose. Anyway, fascinating. About rare and exclusive wines. As we know, wine can take on a wide range of qualities. from almost tasteless and bitter wines, which are more suitable for cleaning metal objects or pickling vegetables, to rare, exclusive, and even rarer wines. We do not need to mention the wines from the first group, as the reader is surely aware of a number of wine bars where they can torture their throats with poor-tasting wine, but of the wines of the second group, the reader would certainly like to know more. As the saying goes, different region, different manners, and this is of course true of the most highly regarded wines. In the whole Italian peninsula, there is no more famous and valuable wine than Vin Santo. I need to remember that, it's in red. Actually, let's see, what else do I need to remember? Oh, the Greek terms, of the humors. Okay. This is a style of wine that is made from Malvasia or Trebbiano grape. It is so-called straw wine. The harvested grapes are dried on straw, really under a well-ventilated roof. The result of this process is very sweet wine, which a certain parish priest in Tuscany is said to have used to perform miraculous cures on people infected with the plague. In France, which is considered by many to be the land of winemakers, there's no more famous vineyard than the Pope's near Avignon. This French city is known to the readers for its canonical machinations with the papacy, but the vineyard here was established under Pope Clement V, long before the schism to which the Christian community is subjected today. So this is a very contemporary book, I guess. But yes, that is kind of what I know Avignon for. At least I do, because I know the period decently. And the whole Avignon captivity is fascinating, horrific, disturbing. Thus it may be said that any vin du pape, or papal wine, is highly prized, particularly the Burgundy-style wine, which has the longest tradition in the vineyard. Really? Burgundy is a vin du pape? Interesting. Very interesting. In the nearby Germanic countries, one of the most valuable wines comes from the vineyard at Eberbach Abbey. I think that's this? Is that what we're talking about? Which can astonish one with its gargantuan size. Many say it is the largest vineyard in the world. One might say that large quantities and high quality do not go together, but the opposite is true. The Cistercian monks of Eberbach are known for their strict adherence to procedures, and their wines are among the best that the German lands have to offer. But flavored and spiced wines. Okay. Some say that a true connoisseur will mostly enjoy a wine that is virgin, not flavored or spiced. It should be added that this is what the connoisseurs themselves claim, so that they can proudly exalt themselves above the common people who are forced to drink watered-down flavored or spiced wines. However, this idea stems from the ingrained habit of using flavors and spices to mask the taste of wine that is spoiled, vinegary, or otherwise bad tasting. The truth is, however, that if adulterants are added to a good wine, the resulting drink will be enjoyed, even by a wine connoisseur with a tongue accustomed to refined flavors. Yeah, absolutely. I do love a good spiced wine. I love a good sangria, anything like that. Such a spiced wine is called Hippocras, after the Greek physician Hippocrates, because he is credited with the invention of the sieve, by which coarse impurities can be removed from liquids. Yes, I have made Hippocras by classical, like medieval, not classical I should say, but medieval recipes. It's very good. It's close to what you would expect from a sort of modern mulled wine, like a Christmas wine kind of thing. But the spice combinations are quite different because it includes a few things that you wouldn't include in a modern recipe. Like it has ginger in it, as well as the typical like cinnamon and cinnamon cloves, that sort of thing. Allspice as well. So I think another thing that goes in most classical Hippocras recipes.
You have
really
a kind
good, really good. I kind of want to make some again sometime soon. It is more of a winter thing, although there are summer versions. Usually white wines are more of a summer spice wine kind of thing. And there are spice combinations that will work for more, summery kind of things. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll make, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get a nice enough bottle of white wine and spice it up a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, I'll think about it. This is a necessary process in the case of Hippocras, since many hard, spicy fruits are broken down into small impurities by maceration in wine. As I have written before, each region has its own manners, and the same is true of the ingredients that are put into Hippocras. In Bohemia, most common are various aromatic spices, like cinnamon. Okay, I should have just kept reading. Cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and of course, honey to add sweetness. Spices that are pungent, such as pepper, or bitter, such as cumin, or aniseed, are never added. Really? Interesting. Okay. Because I have seen anise added to spice wine. Pepper as well. Anyway, in Bohemia, Hippocras is called Hippocras only for spiced white wine drinks, while the same drink made from red wine is called claret, which may confuse foreigners, because claret is also a wine style from the Bordeaux region. Interesting. Okay. Okay. You know what? I might just go with that. I might just get a white wine and add cinnamon, ginger, cloves, and honey. I might just do that. Why not? Let's study this. The art of stillness. Wait, the cat person. it's a ye olde cat girl. Literally. Anyway. You know what? Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll try and mix up some Hippocras. Maybe for next week. Maybe for next week's stream. I'll make a nice Bohemian-style Hippocras. Okay, so... Alright, I read the thing. I need to go to... Hennick. Havel, not Hennick. And then what's this? Into the Saints down. No. No. No, let's go this way. Actually, you know what? Ah, there you are. Come on, Pebbles.
Easy. Easy.
I know.
Nice and slow.
Come closer, don't be shy. Greetings, friend. A wonderful day for a wonderful... What are you doing?
You won't be able to take
Hey,
another one like that.
Cut it out. Just ride right through the middle of a fist fight. Why don't I? I'll go this way. I know. Hey, girl. It's okay, Pebbles. It's okay. You look stocks. We will not be participating in any stocks.
Last chance. Knives to sail. Iron and steel.
Alright, look at all the barking. Spectacular.
Don't you see I'm walking here?
Don't you see I'm riding here? I'm on a horse. That makes me more important than you. Clearly. A miner? What are you doing here?
How can I help you, stranger?
I'll have a look at the wares.
What does a miner have to sell? Ooh. What is this? Pitch wheel what? What are these for?
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, okay. See, the problem with talking to Havel is that I've already spoken to him, and I have a room at his inn. But whatever, it'll be fine.
Havel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
That I am. How can I help you?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
That is not what he said. It's not customary to be armed in my inn. Okay, so this is the difference between what sorts of wines I'm going to be talking about and be yapping about more. gonna say Italy, because sweet wines.
I did a lot of traveling in Italy, from north to south.
Wonderful. It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well traveled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Innkeeper, a beer.
Well, good man, how shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
Is any of this going to be timed?
So, what do you say to that?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Hints of vanilla. That's uncommon. And I have to say, that greenish spring colour is perfect.
You're right. A rare flavour and colour tone. It's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. According to Galen, it's not right to give the sick and elderly
It's
cold
Galen.
wine.
What are you talking about?
They
Okay,
themselves are cold, so it's better to balance it out with a warm wine, a strong and sweet red that ripened on a sunny southern hillside.
I see you're an expert in medicine as well as wine, Goodman. Galen, you say?
Yes. Galen and other scholars share
There,
similar
now you're
opinions.
saying it right.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
What is
My
this?
thoughts exactly.
What shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red.
About time.
How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
I don't remember this. What is this? An Austrian red, huh?
Quite a decent vintage.
Okay, let's give it another shot.
A bit bitter for my tastes. But you said it's a young Blaufränkisch. I'm getting notes of black currant. The colour is dark, almost purple, but as it should be.
Yes, the colour enchants me every time. Almost like drinking from an inkwell.
You shouldn't
never
do
drunk ink. Would you recommend it?
My grandfather used to say, you won't know till you've tried it. He lived and died by that saying.
Uh-huh. What happened to him?
He drank ink, didn't he?
Well, the poor fella suffered from ulcers. So one day, true to his favourite saying, he tried drinking spirits to cure himself. Burn the canker, he said. Well, he burnt it so thoroughly, he was dead in a week. God rest his soul.
To your grandfather, and his contribution to advancing the knowledge of medicine.
Yeah, don't drink hard liquor if you have ulcers. Yeah, don't do
Tell
that.
me, good man, what's regarded in your country as the most prized Italian wine?
Vinsanto.
Definitely Vinsanto. A sacred wine. It's a straw wine from Tuscany. But it's still dry, and they say it works miracles.
Ah, every wine can do that, good man. It loosens men's lips and women's legs. Ah.
Oh my god.
Ah, true. Good health.
Well then, let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a Hippocras?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good Hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
Unusual, huh? Let's see.
very nice. I'd say it's mint?
Precisely. It gives a nice freshness, wouldn't you say? And there's a garden full of it right behind the tavern. I don't know where to put it all.
Oh no,
But it's
someone
missing some
planted
kick. I reckon your cook forgot to add something.
Wait, what? Ginger? Yeah, ginger. Yeah, you don't add pepper, you don't add anise. Yeah, ginger though.
Ginger. It's missing ginger.
But of course. The cook told me they didn't have any at the market. You have a refined tongue, good man. I'll give you that. After that Hippocras, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Eger. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is no time for weak wine.
My thoughts exactly. So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Very good and very red. Besides that, it has a sort of raised taste at the end of the tongue.
Raised taste? What do you mean?
It's hard to explain.
Oh no, I'm getting drunk.
It really is very red.
As anyone can see at first glance. What will you tell me next?
Dang it.
That the sky is blue?
And isn't it?
I drank this particular wine from Eger at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian wine, and Hungarian delicacies. I was so looking forward to enjoying some nice Hungarian sausages or pate, but I ended up leaving disappointed.
How so?
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish. I don't eat fish, and fruit makes me burp. So I went hungry at a feast.
No, that actually fits with a strong red sweet wine.
I'm sorry you're disappointed, but I think they chose the food well.
Really?
Once again, I have to refer to Galen and his wisdom. Fish and fruit are foods with a cold essence. For that reason, they should all be balanced out with a warm wine, which this exquisite Hungarian surely is, because it's sweet and strong.
Very well. The fish, I can understand. It lives in the water. But fruit ripens in the sun. Why is it considered cold?
Well, it's not so much about the sun. According to Galen, fruit is cold by nature, because blood has never flowed through it.
Thanks for the explanation. I've heard these rules before, but nobody explained them as well as you just did. No, forget
It's crazy
Galen.
what one book can do.
I'd still rather have a nice duck patty with my red.
But of course. The main thing is what suits your palate, Goodman.
Well, that's Hungary checked off the list. What's next?
How about something local? I noticed there were vineyards in Kuttenberg.
But of course, we have vineyards and grapes from Burgundy that Emperor Charles himself had brought in. The local vintners grow some fine grapes, but they're still learning everything that comes after that. The local stuff gets diluted a lot. They flavor it with all sorts of shit, or leave it for vinegar.
Don't tell me you don't have a drop of anything local that would be worth trying.
Well, there's the monastery secret. A wine from the Sedlets Monastery. My cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard.
Ah. Why is it called secret?
Taste it, and you'll see.
Okay, let's give this another try. I do not have a good drinking score, and that's unfortunate.
Interesting. There's no trace of any flavour that shouldn't be there. Neither honey nor spices. Just the pure taste of wine. But there is something to it. Something I don't recognise.
That's it, good man.
Is that the secret?
Exactly. The monks and a secret ingredient to the wine.
A secret ingredient? How do you know that?
Like I said, my cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard, and I handle their supply. Sometimes I bring food for the workers, new barrels, tools and the like. And from time to time, I bring them a sealed crate which smells peculiar. Jerome didn't want to tell me what's in it, but when I insisted, he told me it's some kind of incense they burn in the barrels.
Really?
Interesting.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Neither have I.
Sounds
But like I
fascinating.
said, the chest was sealed and the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy.
A real
I mean,
monastery
it's a
secret.
simple little addition, you know, but...
What should we drink next?
I'm glad you like my wine. But that's enough tasting for today. After all, I've offered you everything worth trying, and now the wine is starting to go to my head.
Yes, it does.
But you're welcome to stay in my tavern as long as you like. I have to say, I really enjoyed our chat. It's rare to meet someone who really understands wine.
I enjoyed your company a lot too. Nevertheless, I won't keep you, Goodman, and I'll bid you farewell.
Farewell, and if you decide to extend your stay in Kuttenberg, stop by for a drink again.
Definitely.
Okay, so...
I'll be with you.
Incense in the barrels. I mean, I'm almost reminded of bourbon barrels that are basically charred. That are basically charred through the inside. That certainly adds a very distinctive depth of flavor to a lot of American bourbons.
Easy, easy.
Nope,
Nice
we're
and slow.
galloping. I'm drunk. Alright, now let's go rat on Casper. And goatskin. If I can steal the sword, I have to do that at night. The Kuttenberg Underground to get into the Saint's Den. I mean, we can try it. Let's see. Let's see what happens. And then we'll probably leave the city for now and come back later.
Forget. Good afternoon, sir.
I spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
Good. I had to drink a bit of wine to get some answers out of him, but I sacrificed myself for the cause.
And what did he say?
It took a while, but in the end, he told me sometimes crates of a special incense are brought to the vineyard, and they apparently burn it in the barrels.
What? Incense? And he wasn't just yanking your pizzle or
He
too
said the
drunk.
thing.
He may have been drunk, but he was telling the truth. He doesn't know what incense it is, just that they get it delivered.
Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
Fine.
All right. But the vineyard is pretty big, isn't it? I haven't a clue where to look for something like that.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle. The custodian lives there, as well as the workers. And it's also where all the supplies are stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes. If you could manage to bring me a few seedlings, they could greatly
that's the
help
one
my
that
own
Sigismund
vineyard.
brought, yeah?
How do I get in? Isn't it guarded?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a laborer. There'll be lots of work there now that it's summer.
Where exactly is the vineyard?
A short way to the north of town. It's pretty large.
That's
you
what
can't
that
miss
is.
it.
Okay.
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely guarded, especially at night, and thieves are punished very severely. Don't get caught.
I will try.
I'm on it then.
Good luck, and take care, Henry. By the way, what about the business with the Manlikas? Did you manage to get hold of the book by Bouchek?
Yep, here you go.
Yes, Miss Adletta is sweet. And she even gave me back your book. Here it is.
Ah, thanks very much. I'll try to sell it and pay off at least some of my debts. Farewell, good sir.
Yeah, reasonable.
The best wine in Gothenburg. The taste of home on your...
Okay, so... Oops. Oop, not that. Okay, let's go through things. Yeah, let's try and get into the, Saint's Den. And that'll be... Yeah, down the... Okay, down through the southern gate, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Pebbles, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. You're a good horsey. Okay, so it's... Yeah, down this way. Which way? Oh, back this way. Okay, whoops. Wrong way. Oh. What is down there? Shoot. Okay. Hmm. Those bats? Did I hear bats? I probably just heard bats. I will mention, I just had a bunch. I had a my D&D players going through. They're doing some dungeoneering on the way to the final boss of this sort of chapter of their adventure, and there were some swarms of bats that these bandits were using as something of a security system. I tell you what, swarms of bats in 5th edition are actually relatively dangerous as far as swarms go. How did that level me up? Also, I'm almost certain I'm going the wrong way. This does not seem right. No, I'm going absolutely the wrong way. It's fine, I'll see what's this way at least. Explore these little tunnels. Yeah, Leshy means I'm outside the city limits. What? There's a shaft here. Dang it. This is not the way I should have gone. I knew I should have just turned around. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna try and go the right way. Let's see. Alright. Worth mentioning as well, I have another video planned to release tomorrow. One on the ethics of AI. Or I guess I should say the ethical use of AI and whether it can be ethically used, and whether, and I specifically I'm looking at it in comparison to both data piracy and plagiarism, which it is very often compared to. That is, like, large language models are very often compared directly to those two other things that are looked down upon, to say the least. And my argument is that it's fundamentally different from either of them. Waste yard and bats. And so I'll look forward to that one. I'm hopefully that should be out tomorrow.
Who brought it all in here?
Gate. Huh. Interesting. Iron gate. But yeah, I always say I am generally relatively optimistic about AI. That is not to say, that I think that it is universally good or that it's even used well in a lot of cases. I do think that AI gets horribly abused by lots of people using it. That said, I think that it absolutely can be used well. And I'm going to be going through, in this video, going through some ways that I think that can be done. And also using some examples, because I have some AI, not just talking about AI, but actual AI content in some ways in the video. So look forward to that. Underground crossroads. Beer. Smoked sausage. I didn't want that, but okay. Charcoal. Saltpeter. Russian? I'll put the beer back. Here, put that in the sack. Leached coal, saltpeter, and sulfur. I'll take those because I know they're involved in gunpowder. So is saltpeter in general. Let's see. Okay, but which way? It's got to be this way, right?
Finally! There it is. Just have to be careful with the lock. Sacra. It's suspiciously quiet there. Well, we'll see.
Stop talking to yourself out loud, Henry. It's not actually suspiciously quiet. I just heard someone. I just saw subtitles.
That's none of your fucking business, sheep eyes.
Hey, it's my chink too, though. Who'd have said you'd snaffle it right under old Lazar's nose?
You shouldn't have bet.
Sheep eyes is right. You lucked out there.
And the stripes are right fucked. Without their Tony, they won't show up at the miners' fair. We have the shoot fest in our pocket, eh?
Ja, natürlich. Anyway, them stripies always fix it so that they win.
Well, maybe that stang of theirs is enchanted.
That's a load of blather. And even if it was, well, St. Anthony ain't going to help him no more.
What the hell, Kibble? Again?
I reckon luck's on my side.
Take the guys, we'll have work soon. We have to go. Schnell!
Working up. There. Here we go.
Okay, I guess I'll just talk to them, huh?
Hey, what's that Doylem doing here?
Damn. If you're the leader of the Saints, I've come to see you.
Okay, let's see.
Herrgott, how'd you get in here, horse son? Go back to where you came from.
Now, let me explain. I'm here in a matter of faith.
What are you blethering about? Are you some kind of priest?
I'm looking for St. Anthony. Something tells me that I'm in the right place. I can offer you a good deal.
Ah, I see. So the Stripes sent a new yakka for this thing, did they? Well, there will be none of that. Get lost and tell Flach to go fuck himself.
Making him in trouble? Let's bet.
What if I bet against you at dice?
Yeah,
You're St.
I can
Anthony
kick his ass at dice.
Against my Groschen. The winner takes all.
Good, prächtig. But if you lose, boy, you won't be walking out of here. Right then, let's do it.
What do you mean I won't be walking out of here? We're betting money, not, like, death.
Ich hoffe, das Glück steht
Are we playing dice to the death? Is that what's happening here? Jesus. I win.
Mein Gott, warum? You're bloody lucky.
Also
Thanks.
cheated.
Maybe you'll be lucky next time. And now, for the payment.
And what is it you want then?
I want to know where the St. Anthony is. The striped Tony standard.
Well, I can't help you there.
Excuse me?
What's the problem now?
What the
hell? I don't have that stang anymore. I sold it to Hensler.
And who the hell is that now?
A merchant, but you won't find him in the city. He left with his cart for Prague a few hours
Prague?
ago. He'll be somewhere near Bielani by now.
And you couldn't have told me that before? All right then. I'll find him. Goodbye.
What are you sitting around here for? You have no business here. Off you go. Quick.
What?
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, I have left. Now. That's the monastery. Near where? Oh, great. Okay. Let's untrack this one for right now. And we'll untrack this one for right now. Goat skin. Nah. Good scrub. Alright, well, fine. Yeah, let's just... I'm leaving. Let's head down to the south gate. Where the hell's South Gate? Ow, I should have gone the other way. Let's walk. Alright. We'll be able to finish this quest at least, I think. And then, let's see if we can do some more side quests out in the countryside, I think. Because we also have quite a few, I will say.
Be careful. It's not safe here.
I can't help but disagree. We're in the middle of the city. Are you talking about, like, pickpockets or something? I want my horse. I'm looking for pedals.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
Sorry, bud. Okay, so I need to set off south, which means I need to... Yeah, I'll just follow this. Is that a little theater? I'm gonna have to check that out later, too. Dang, that's cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go... Yeah, straight on.
Go! Quick! Ka! Go! Go!
Ow. Whatever that is, it's cool.
Go!
It's very, extremely hilly. I'm basically chasing down a merchant at this point. Oh, or is that because is that a quarry? Oh no, it's just a to the river. Huh. Wow.
Quick!
We're gonna cut down the old oak tree at the crossroads.
Yeah, left fork. On we go. Wait, is this paved? Are those paving stones? If so, that's quite an impressive little road for something this tiny. How close am I? I can cut a corner if I go through here, through a field over here. Which I will.
Quick!
So, this is the road to Billiny. Now just to find Hensel and that damn stang.
Okay, the road to Billiny is right here, okay. It's just along the road, okay. I thought I was actually going to have to go to a little town called Billiny, whatever that might be. Okay, yeah, I get it. I didn't see him. No, that's not right. Gotta be along this road, right? Right? What did I miss? Is there like a wreck or something that I missed?
Go!
The target of banditry. Oh, wait.
What's that there? Could this have fallen out of the cart? That blood is absolutely fresh. I'll look further along this path.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. What's this? What am I investigating?
Oh. Interesting. A heavily loaded car recently passed this way, but why did it leave the road?
Okay, it did leave the road. Okay, that's what I thought it looked like, but again, I'd like some confirmation of that from Henry. Aha, I see it. Okay. Interesting.
An abandoned cart. Those robbers couldn't have got far.
Let's go on foot. On foot from here.
Of course. Cart's empty. The horse nowhere to be seen. Just the harness. And a trail of blood over here. Where does it lead?
Can Mutt track it? Wolves? Oh. Another one.
This'll probably be poor old Hensel. Didn't even bury him, the swine. And the main thing is, they took that damn standard.
Oh, so it wasn't wolves that killed him.
Oh, nice view. You can see
What?
that mill over there from here.
A mill? Well, we all know how millers are, apparently. At least by reputation in the first game. By the way, I have no idea whether that reputation of millers being a criminal element, if there's any basis in reality for that. I actually don't know. How do I get down there reasonably without falling to my death? Or at least to my broken ankles?
Could that mill be hiding something? I'll take a closer look.
Go to hell!
Okay, one down.
What do you want?
You know much for us, fucker.
There's a lot of you guys. Okay.
Show your stuff.
There's a lot of you guys.
Fuck you! You want to try me? What do you want? Hate that!
Okay, that one's dead. Okay, well, we're all in the water now, I guess. They're all just kind of standing back. That's fine.
Show what you're made of.
Well, this is good. This actually channels them together.
Do it!
You gotta get closer, buddy. Or you know what? No, you don't.
Watch out! He's gonna shoot!
We're gonna gut you, you whore son!
Okay, that was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that.
Show your stuff! You
Oh, wow, that killed him. Okay, good.
What the? You can't stand up to this! Take that!
Dick!
We're gonna gut you, you whore son!
Follow me! I'm here, fellas!
Show your
You
stuff!
swine!
Okay, fine. Okay, you're dead. Alright, they're all dead. Great. That was tougher than it really should have been. Actually, no, that was actually as tough as it should have been, because there were a ton of them. There was definitely a lot of them. Anything worth taking? If you ration. Rondel Skullcap? Nah, not really. Mended Cuirass. Ooh, Lemon Night Legs. I'll take those. That's nice. Door and chest keys, I'll take those. Old crucifix. Blaspheming thief, I see. Couple of groschen. I'll take those. Some random little treasure. Common warhammer. Nah, not worth it. Couple of groschen. Yeah, cool, but nah. Bell-shaped bassinet. Not worth it. Not really. My rule of thumb at this point is 100 groschen per pound is worth it for me to pick up and loot, then go and sell. Speckles, huh? Enhanced wounding boat. I'll take bolt. I'll take those. That's worth it. Just barely, but it's worth it. Man, it's brigandine? No. Come on now. Halfway legs? Nah. Schnapps? Saber schnapps. Buck's blood. Groschen. Don't need more lockpicks. Really don't. Alright. What else we got going on here? Have we killed everyone? Or nearly. There's a bull.
Oh, damn. Poor girl. They raped her and then strangled her.
Jesus. Well, I'm glad I killed them. Glad I killed them then, I suppose. Yeah? So I was wrong. I was assuming that this was a scheme having to do with the local miller. That, you know, there was a local miller who was a criminal type, but
What they do in our time of need. Calm down, Pavlena. Someone will from all danger. Glorious
It's
and
not far
blessed
from the village.
Virgin.
did you say Pavlena?
Our mediator, our intercessor.
I don't know what
ask
they
for
want.
mercy from your
But if
son.
they only
To thy
bound
son,
us,
commend
it can't
us.
be so bad.
To thy son,
Hey!
guide us.
Hey, lad! You aren't one of them, are you?
What happened here?
I'm a miller, and this is, or was, my mill. Please, lad, come and untie us. Those bastards bound us up awful tight. I'll give you whatever you want, just save my family.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks. Thanks, lad.
The good Lord himself sent you to us.
Apparently.
You can rest easy.
Yes, actually.
The ones outside are dead.
Fucking bastards, filthy scum!
They attacked you.
Oh, God heard our prayers.
Amen.
But what about Vashek?
My son and 2 hired hands stood up to them.
I'm sorry.
Mother Mary, what will we do? They killed him. They killed them all. God, my God.
What's your name? I've never seen you here.
I'm Henry. Just passing through.
God be with you. You're welcome to stop by any time. I'd be happy to teach you a few things.
Tragedy in Denmark. Activity. Interesting, okay. Herman.
Can I spend the night here?
I don't know. This isn't an inn.
Yeah, but it's kind of nighttime.
I'll pay you well.
Forgive me, sir.
That doesn't matter. All right. I hope that'll be...
Thank the Gratian's fine.
And
I just
a good
picked up
night
at least
to
that
you,
much.
sir.
You said you could teach me something useful.
I did say
Bit of a
that.
glitch there. That's
I
fine.
just don't know if I pegged you right.
What are you talking about?
Well, I hope you see the difference between robbing someone or murdering them.
I understand. I have no problem with thievery.
In that case, we understand each other, lad. The rich will
Ah,
still be rich,
I
and the
see.
children of the poor people at least have something to fill their bellies. Am I right?
So you'll teach me a few thieving tricks?
Sure. But not right now. Come back later.
So yes. Okay. So the stereotype about millers is borne out, I see. Because of course it is. It simply must be. Is that chicken? Is that the... Where's the frickin' staff thing? Wash our clothes nicely too, yeah. Okay, good. Where'd they hide the frickin' thing? Ah! Any honey worth taking? No, so it would seem. Water wheel. Which, by the way, the water wheel is one of those extremely impressive medieval innovations, or medieval inventions, I guess I should say. That the water wheel and its various applications, right? The fact that it was used for so many different things, including milling, like for one, but for lots of different things. It's actually one of the more impressive things that. That's not it. One of the more impressive bits of medieval technological developments that that most people don't think about. Most people don't realize at all that there were medieval technological developments, but there absolutely were. Medieval technology was such an unbelievable series of steps up from pre-modern classical technology. The book I will always point to is Joseph and Francis Guy's Cathedral, Forge, and Water Wheel. Of course, those being the three sort of not in any of your stuff. Just checking. Anyway, let's keep looking around. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Because those are the major ones, right? That architecture was developed to an amazing degree with Gothic architecture, cathedral. Oh God!
Oh my God! The mill hands. Oh, I've been chopped to bits.
Vashik. Here's the sun. And I don't know what I can do with the bodies, unfortunately. Let's see if it's in here. I kind of doubt it, because they didn't have a key to this one, but let's look anyway. Anyway, yeah, so Gothic architecture, the Forge, which, I'll tell you, oops.
Nice.
What? Why am I in a private area all of a sudden? Is it because I took something from the chest? Well, let's check this one, I guess. Metallurgical technology advanced to an incredible degree as well. Oh, there it is. St. Anthony's Standard. I'll take hunting bolts. Roach, no. Artemisia, is this? Man, they really were stealing some stuff, huh? I assume that was the bandits' stuff, that was stuff stolen by the bandits and not by the miller. Who knows, though? Ooh, Toledo steel. Use Toledo steel for various and stuff. Wait, so where can I sleep? Let me see if I can zoom in and find my bed. Not in there. Yeah, let's do that. Have a nap, shall we? Ooh, I should eat before I go to sleep. Definitely. Anyway. Yeah, so like I said, metallurgy is honestly, one of the biggest developments throughout the Middle Ages. And I'll point this out that, I always point to the prevalence of high carbon spring steel. If you get somebody who is equipped like Henry, like this, not like that, like this, with essentially plate mail, a visored bassinet, a halberd, a longsword. Let's even set aside the gun, right? And let's even set aside the crossbow. Let's just stick with, melee weapons. But somebody with a halberd and a backup longsword with this kind of armor, man, and you put somebody like that on a Roman battlefield, that would be like driving an Abrams tank through the Civil War. There is nothing that anyone could do to stop someone armored like this, short of, grappling and desperately finding a gap in the armor with, God, I don't even know. Maybe a Roman dagger might be able to find a gap in armor like this, but even that would have a problem, because even the gaps in armor are partially armored. The only place would be the visor, which, yeah, is not exactly an easy target. It really would come down to grappling, which, to be fair, that is what a lot of medieval combat came down to when it came to fully armored knights fighting each other anyway, because, although I will say a halberd will do a nasty number on a knight in armor, but a longsword won't. So no, anyway, the point of all this, the developments in metallurgy are incredible. The prevalence of, like I said, high carbon spring steel for all sorts of uses, both military and call it industrial, I guess, if you want. It's really impressive what medieval people were able to do metallurgically. And then also, you can go just not just metallurgy, but we can talk about the water wheel, so industrial type of technology. The mechanical technology of things like water wheels, not exclusively, but things like water wheels, is also really impressive. I mean, the Romans had some large-scale mechanical technology like that, but it was far less common, and it was far less sophisticated. Like, there were late Roman mechanical water-driven grain wheels or grain mills, but basically they would use pulverization rather than grinding, rather than like a rotating grinding wheel turned by a water wheel. They would instead be like weighted hammers that would smash grain in basically a long trough. It was not nearly as effective, and it was much less compact is another way you can kind of look at it. Another point in favor of the sort of medieval technology. Where's this go? Where does this go? This goes to a little clearing. I want to see what it is. Poacher's Hideout, huh?
You! Get out! Now!
Piss off!
What? I'll kill you!
Come on, bring it. Really?
Dick!
Not tough enough on your own?
Freaking Pibbles. All these pitfalls. Which one's named Princess? I hope it's the one I just killed. Get him, Mutt. Oh, they're wild dogs. I see. Nothing worth taking. Really? It's Kit. Okay. I do not really think I should need to butcher the wild dogs. That's not... doesn't seem worth it. Meh. Arrows. They both had crossbows. Why do they have a barrel full of arrows? Yeah. I'll take them. All right. Anything else around here, or should I just call Pebbles and head back to the city? Yeah, I'm gonna call Pebbles. There you are. Here, Pebbles. Let's ride back to Kundenberg, shall we? To return the miner's standard. Let's go! Ambush. Humans.
What the devil? You're gonna fuck with us!
You're right. Keep us on side of that! Anche le vola valente da solo.
Vidjena Yamashan! Getting back!
Oh man. All died. That's not good.
Need to see a check fay.
See how I'm rotating? I was talking about this last week. I'm basically... Ooh, jeez. I'm basically keeping one of them in between me and the other one as best I can. Or I was. Now there's only one left, and that shouldn't be a problem. As you can see. Take that. Are you not gonna surrender? I mean, he is surrendering, I guess, but it's nice. I'm just gonna take all of the stuff from all of your buddies. Common saber, not worth it. Human Shashka. Ataman saber, that's actually nice. I'll take it, sharpen it up and sell it. Fasten it with Aventail, that's nice, that's worth taking. Or chainmail, nah. Double gauntlets, that's worth taking. Dude, they got some nice stuff. Dried perch. Vassalard, that's worth taking. Oh, that belonged to one of the soldiers. Maybe I shouldn't take it, I suppose. Okay, well, he's not surrendering or anything, so. Alright, Kiev helmet. Okay, nice. Chainmail gauntlets, nice enough. Badge. Human shield. Not worth taking. Human saber, not worth taking. Bassinet? Yeah, worth taking. Oh no, I'm encumbered? Oh no. Carrying too much stuff. Wait, I can wield this? It doesn't do much. Wow, that's gorgeous, though. How did I... Oh. Okay. Oh. Sure, I'll put that on the horse until it's better, until it's no longer stolen. Didn't realize I stole that. Oh, what's this? A horse, just sort of wandering about. Oh no, they're elk. And they're on the road. A stag. Stags. Alright. Onward we go, yeah? Let's go, Pebbles. Who back to Kuttenberg? Wait, what? Oh, he's there now. Right, let's just go to the main west gate then, yeah? Alright. I can have much more time. This might be it. This might be all we have time for. Darn. Wow.
You silly doggy.
Okay. He's outside. Where does he keep going? Oh, he's out. He's at work, isn't he? Okay.
Slowly.
It would make
Nice and
sense.
slow.
It would make sense if he is at work. Let us go and see, shall we?
Quick!
I don't need to gallop. Ah, nice little church, though. Love that. Hey, Vlach. Got something
read,
for you.
kidder.
I've come about your St. Anthony.
Oh my god.
Aye.
Covered in
Holy
blood.
Have you got our stang?
Aye. I got it back. Here's your Anthony in all his glory.
Right, Christ.
That's
it
really
really is
cool.
our Tony. A little scratched here and there.
Our Tony.
But in one piece. You helped us out a lot, Henry. The Pitman Shoot Fest will be in a few days, and we'd have had a right basin without it.
Basin?
It was none too easy, I can tell you.
You saved the good name of our St. Anthony pit. Here's the foy we promised. You handled it well.
Glad to be of help. But next time, keep old Tony well locked up.
Thanks. Come by sometime. You're always welcome at our table, bonny lad. God be with you. Farewell, sir.
He's very Scottish code. Alright. Anyway, that was fun. I'll say, though, it really... I like that it essentially was a kind of... Or at least it seemed like to me, or it felt like to me. A kind of hand of God, divine intervention, guiding Henry to help the Miller's family. You know? Because they were in absolute desperate need of help. And they would not have been helped if Henry had not been, on his way to find this St. Anthony standard. I mean, St. Anthony, the patron of lost things. It all's very fitting, you know, all very fitting. Beautifully so. This is an instance of a kind of divine and human causality cooperating, coinciding, if you will, working together, more so than independently, right? Because we think of a miracle, we think of divine intervention as God interrupting the world and breaking an otherwise consistent causal series. But that's not quite it. Especially if we're talking Providence.
Be careful.
He's got more quests? Interesting.
All right, man.
So how's the mine, Vlach?
God be with you, kidder. There's a bit of fash. But come
again?
with us to the tavern tonight, and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Farewell.
There's a bit of fash. There's always a bit of fash, isn't there? Anyway, yeah, it's interesting to me though that there's always this. There's often this assumption of what was it? This one. Let's try that. Let's see if we can get to there real quick. There's always this assumption that when God acts, we do not. And that if we act, then it can't be attributed to God.
Easy.
But that's because
Easy.
philosophically speaking, we moderns don't like causal overdeterminism. But that's sort of how things work a lot of the time, is that there is more than one completely efficacious cause to a lot of matters. My favorite example of this, which I forget who brought this up as a good example, but it was an example I heard recently that really resonated in terms of causal overdetermination, and that is a firing squad. Right, you can have a firing squad where everyone, where a bunch of different people shoot someone. Each one of them is fully causally determinative of the person's dying.
I believe in God, the Father
Almighty,
Creator of heaven and earth,
without whom,
and in Jesus Christ, His
he still
only
would have
Son,
died because of the
our
other
who was
causes.
conceived by the Holy Spirit.
And so what we have
and
in
born
a
of the
case like
Virgin
this,
Mary.
right, is that sure, Yeah,
He
it was
suffered
Henry.
under Pontius
Henry
Pilate,
is the one who
was
saved
crucified,
them. But
died,
also,
and was buried. He descended into hell. On the third day, he rose again.
But also, Henry had to be in the right place at the right time by what otherwise seems to be sheer coincidence.
He will come again
game design,
to judge the living
sheer
and
coincidence.
the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church.
And if we,
the
even
communion
if we
of
think of it in
saints,
terms of game design,
the
yes,
forgiveness
the
of
player,
sins,
had to be there,
the
had to
resurrection
choose
of the
to go
body,
on the quest.
and life
But
everlasting. Amen.
in terms of game design, I had to be there at the right time in the right circumstances. And the game was set up in such a way that's how this quest works, right? I still chose it. I still chose to act in a certain way. I'm still fully responsible for completing the quest and helping the family. But also, the devs kind of put that quest in front of me and put me onto it, in a sense. Is that just a random cumin?
Quick!
Go! That looked like random cumin. Whatever. Wait, where's the soldiers' camp? Did I just pass it? What? What? It's supposed to be right here. It's very clearly supposed to be right here. Okay, that's really weird. Is the quest marker just wrong? I think the quest marker is just wrong. Well, okay. I guess the quest marker is wrong. Well, I'm going to go back to Kuttenberg for now. What? Why in the world is it taking me that way? Alright, whatever. Oh, because it wants me to go to the North Gate. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm gonna go to one of my inns while I finish talking about this. That'll do.
Tony.
Yeah, I think that it's
Are you blind or just your fault?
in theological terms rather than in sort of game design terms. Sure, Henry is completely, totally, 100% responsible for saving that family and for going to help find this wait. I'm gonna stop us in one particular place because I want to show you something. Wow, okay. Take a screenshot of this for reasons.
Nice.
I'll find it in a second. Hold on. Anyway, while I'm talking though, so yeah, the yes, Henry had to be in the right place at the right time. And that, I guess, being sort of guided into that things being arranged, I guess you'd say providentially in that way, is attributable largely to God. Not largely to God, completely to God, but also to all of the individual people involved. Hold on. I need to find it. Because there is... Okay, so you know, I use Manuscript Miniatures, a wonderful site, for the thumbnails for my Kingdom Come streams. Because they have Here it is. Okay. I use it for my Kingdom Come streams. And here, check it. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that. See this? Look. I mean, it's not exactly the same. It's not precise. But man, that is basically the same setup that we have, right? Am I nuts? I don't know. This kind of one forward, one backward kind of setup just made me think of that specific image that I thought about using for a thumbnail literally last week. Anyway, I thought that was really neat. That was a cool thing to end on. That and talking about divine providence. Anyway, that is all the time I got, so we'll wrap it there. Thanks for joining me. I had a good time with this one. I love what they did with Gutenberg. It really is spectacularly impressive. The whole city environment that we get. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I had fun. I hope you guys did too. I'll see you guys next. Well, not next week. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Expect a new video, hopefully tomorrow, if I can get it out tomorrow. Or like I said, on AI and stuff, on ethics of AI. Partially designed and made with the help of a bit of AI, just for. I'll explain in the video. In any case, that's what I've got tomorrow. We've got Clair Obscura Expedition 33 on Thursday, and then I may have another video coming up, maybe over the weekend, maybe next week. We'll see. Keep an eye out for it, and then next Tuesday we'll be picking up roughly here, more or less. So, until then, thanks for joining me. And remember, don't be safe, be well. And more importantly, be good. Good night, folks.